brought to you by Jumpin' the Channel, a skateboard documentary now playing at dhshredder.com. So here's a great picture of my grandmother and my mom on Lake Michigan in 1947. And I was looking through some stuff today and I suggested to my mom, hey, listen, I feel like making a doodle art video with a bunch of doodles from the 1980s. Yeah, doodle art. So I go ahead and show Mom my doodle art, and this is what I want to put together, a video with these doodles. My mom pauses and she goes, doodle art, huh? You'll need to take a look at this. And she hands me this wad of papers, and in the wad is this drawing that's by Gary Cooper of Lex Barker. I looked at it and I went, what? No way. Wow. So as carefully as I could, I gently handled this artifact like it was 1,000 million years old. I set it down with a dark background to take a picture to bring it out real quick. And then with my fingers, I carefully had to carry it and get it into a plastic cover. So I successfully get it into a nice plastic cover, and it flattens it out a little bit, and it pulls some paper back. You can read it a little bit better. I managed to carefully open up one of the folds, as you can see here. I took a real good look and noticed that this was probably sketched on a bill at the Sands or the Dunes Hotel in Las Vegas. That's what Mom says. If you look closely, we'll flip it over and we'll zoom in a little bit to get a better look. And we'll look closely at, in your left-hand corner at the top is the waiter number, the table, covers, and captain. And we have the handwriting of my grandmother. It says Lex Barker, Gary Cooper, sketched this 1952. A very remarkable artifact. When I suggested earlier about I'd like to do some doodle art, and this is what my mom says I should take a look at. This is doodle art from the 1950s, and extraordinary. I would love to get this thing authenticated, verified, preserved, restored. So let's take a closer look. Up there at the top in the right-hand corner, it says Keiko form, 1138K. So I decided to do a little reverse engineering in my research and came up with this. A kosher food distributor in America. And then for the form, I found this. An IRS form for corporations to file for extensions. Well, Grandma Helen passed away at the age of 73 back in 1990, and along with her passing, she took the story about this amazing artifact with her. We'll never really know. It's not signed by Gary Cooper, and there's no exact date on it except for the year 1952, written in her handwriting. We've only been told the story, and, well, here we are, 67 years later, looking at an incredible sketch of some doodle art from the 1950s. Thanks for stopping in to watch. This is an old story. I remember my grandmother always talking about Gary Cooper back when I was growing up in the 70s. And I had long forgotten about this until today, when I started talking about doodle art from the 1980s. If you're an art dealer, collector, feel free. Check us out in the show notes below. Gary Cooper drawing Lex Barker, 1952, Las Vegas, Nevada.